let's spend the week together. Hello everybody, happy Friday. This video is gonna be a week in my life, except it's only like the work week technically. There's no work because it's summer, but Monday through Friday it was meant to be a full week, but I still have 2 hours of videos to go through because like I'm really tired right now. I don't really care about what I look like though because I'm traveling today, and I've been prepping for my traveling. I was hanging out with a couple of friends because I literally can't see my friends for like an entire month now. I was doing schoolwork because I have so much, like I had no time like physically to get the work done. But next week I'm gonna post the weekend, so sorry about that. But anyways, just enjoy the week, I guess. I know I look really bad. Just don't talk about that. I'm running on 5 hours of sleep, but from 4 to 9. Anyways, my mom just got home with Dunkin', so I'm gonna eat that, but I'm gonna oil my hair first so that as soon as I'm done eating, I can take a shower and wash my hair because it's starting to like get greasy. And then I also don't have nails right now, so that's basically all I'm gonna do today. And then I have a Madison beer concert at 7:30, but I looked it up and she only goes on at 9, so like I don't really have to be there at 7:30. Anyways, let's go have breakfast. Anyone who knows me knows I absolutely adore Dunkin' breakfast, so with a bagel, cream cheese, a refresher, and a donut. Ignore the cream cheese on my face though. I just got out of the shower. I don't know if you can really see from this angle, but the top is just this blue top with white stripes. I literally just bought it from Brandy a day ago, 2 days ago, for this concert because I don't own anything. Like, if you don't know, her new album is Lock It, and it's like this beautiful like blue background on the album cover, and I feel like that's kind of the vibe. She's very like I don't know, she's very like dainty, like lace, like I don't know, gorgeous. And I think this top kind of works. I just wish it was more blue, but my pants work, and my phone case is like literally the exact same shade as my jeans basically. And then the bracelet, I'm just gonna go with what I always do, honestly. I don't really know where it all is. I got this because I always wear a small heart necklace, but I feel like for this I wanted a bigger one that's like more obvious. And then now that I don't have nails on right now, I can actually put it on myself. But like I feel like that's cute. I think I'm gonna put an arm cuff on though, and then probably a couple more bracelets, plastic rings. I need to do my nails. I have a design I planned to design last night, but it is 1:30, so I don't really know if I have time to do it, but hopefully I do. So that's honestly all I'm gonna do for the rest of the day, just that. And then I also have a video I need to edit, but like I'm just gonna like switch between those two, and I'll see you once my nails are done. Okay, so I finished my nail prep. I feel like a baby, like a toddler, or like a 40-year-old man whenever I don't have nails on, or like long nails. This is a design. They're both hands are the same. I think it's cute. I like it. This one was courtesy of my best friend, this one, because I really didn't know what to do with her, and she told me to do that. She did say to do it with lace, but I couldn't be bothered to do that because it's already 4:20. But so I need to charge my phone, which means I won't really get to record things for you. So let me just kind of go through a couple things. First, this is the purse I'm gonna have. I always bring a purse with me because it's just easier. I always, like, especially for the train, I'm always bored, so I always have my AirPods with me. I bring my AirPods everywhere I go. I'm gonna have a Space Camp lip balm with me because I think that's cute. And I also do want to bring my Rem lip oil. That's really all I need, plus my nail glue, because like when I first apply my nails, I might have done it bad, and I wanted to like make sure like they don't just fall off. So I have this purse. I know it doesn't really go with the outfit, but whatever. Oh, better be good, because I literally bombed a test to get these tickets. Yeah, so in English we used to have, like last year we had vocab tests all the time, and it was 20 words per unit, but it was like cumulative. So the first one was 20, the next one was 40, the next one was 60, the next one was 80, and like you had to know all the words from the past. I only studied for the first one and the last one because genuinely, like even when I study for these vocab tests, I don't know much. Like I just scan the words right before or something like that, because like also like a lot of them times like they're commonly known words, I don't know, so I just didn't study for it because like I knew I just never really did, which I know is bad, I'm sorry, but I still ended the year with a 90. Vocab wasn't really a big part of our grade, so it was fine. But this day, as always, I didn't study, and usually like it's fine, like I can kind of like process of elimination to try and guess properly, but that class, I'm pretty sure it was like it started at 9:40 and pre-sale started at 10 or 10:15, and I was like, oh no, I think it started at 10:30, but you like need to get in the queue at 10 or so, I don't remember. I just knew I needed to get out of that classroom as fast as I could, and after we take our tests, we're allowed to go in the hallway and work on whatever we want. So I was like, well, let me just finish this test as fast as I can. So I fully guessed, didn't check any of my guesses, and I don't remember what I ended up getting. I'm sure it wasn't too bad. Like, it wasn't too bad compared to the rest of my other, like, vocab tests, or else I would have remembered, probably. But I ran outside, got my school-issued device. Maybe I shouldn't be saying that. But, and then just had to get master on there. And, like, it was stressful, like, because I was like, I have to get tickets or else this was all worth it. Not worth it. And right before I joined the queue, one of my friends spilled water in the hallway, and I was like, oh my god, let me go help you. So I ran to the bathroom, and as I'm running back, one of my friends comes running to me. She's like, something happened on your iPad, something changed. And I was so stressed out, but I had to be super quiet because my class was still taking the quiz. And then I was also outside another class that was also taking a test, and I'm just like, I can't do this right now. Obviously, I got tickets, and it better be worth it. But yeah, yeah, I don't know if that's a great thing to admit, but it's fine. I'm sure tonight will be fun and worth it. I'm gonna have dinner in like 30-ish minutes, and then I'll probably take the train not too long after that. I don't really know. So for now, I'm just gonna put the nails on my fingers. I'm gonna listen to the set list because, like, I know Madison songs pretty well. I really, really, like, love her. But I don't think there's any artist other than Arthur Hill who I can genuinely, like, properly cite all the lyrics to all their songs. So I'm just gonna go through it to, like, make sure I have a close enough to a right idea, because I hate singing the wrong lyrics. Like, I think it's, first of all, so embarrassing, and it also is just so annoying. Like, at 5 Seconds of Summer, if you don't know, like, much about them, like Teenage Dirtbag, not their song, but the song Teenage Dirtbag is super huge in the lore of theirs, but obviously I didn't know to, like, learn that song before. I knew it, but I didn't learn it, and when they played it, I was screaming, so it's obviously in my video, and I screamed the wrong lyric at the wrong time. And I remember, like, slapping my face, like going like this immediately, because I was like, how did I do that? But now that's forever in my camera roll, and I'll never be able to watch that video back because I know I ruined it. Guys, I low-key love it, but I also low-key hate it. I don't know. Guys, something incredible just happened. Just curled my hair. I know it's not great, but this is, like, the best I've ever curled my, oh god, it's actually really bad now that I moved. Whatever. But it was close to being good, and that's more than I've had before. Guys, I'm genuinely really icked out by my lips right now because I don't like how the bottom feels like it has a lip product on it, the top doesn't. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I think I'm just gonna put on a lipstick for now and hopefully it'll fade off at the same time as, oh, all of my good lipsticks are gone. Okay, I'm sorry I ever suggested something. I'll just cry about it, I guess. I found a lip gloss in the car, which actually helped the lips a lot, but it still was bad. At least my hair and nails were okay-ish. But the train ride was literally, like, one of my favorite places in the world. Like, it's the most peaceful time ever, especially with the set list in my ears. and the concert was pretty fun. As we were leaving, we left during the last song, so as I was just like walking down the stairs of Madison Square Garden, I could just hear like Madison singing. To get from Madison Square Garden to Grand Central, there's only two options: either walk or take the subway or taxi, but taxi is just like out of the question after concerts. So me and my mom took the subway, and I was in my merch that I bought. This is the best I've looked after a concert though, because I'm shocked the lip stain is still on. Gotta be honest, not worth failing the test. This is the merch I got. It says Madison Beer, the Locket Tour, and then on the back, I think it says something like, sorry I'm late, I was at the Locket Tour. Cute. It was very empty. Like, not empty as in there weren't people there, it was empty as in there wasn't like energy. I feel like this made me realize the only reason I enjoy concerts is like it's so hype. This time I didn't get a notification that the environment was too loud. I've literally gotten that at an assembly before. Like everyone in my section was like sitting. Like the people in front of me were kids. At least the people in front of me, I couldn't see the people behind me. But like it sounded very, like it didn't sound like they were actual fans, which like it was weird. I was texting my friend this. It felt like I was one of the biggest fans in my section, and I couldn't even name you all the songs that she sang. Like, I genuinely don't know what the surprise song was. That's it for Monday. Bye. I'm gonna admit, I fully forgot that you guys were gonna be with me today. I like forgot I was already dressed. I'm wearing blue tank top, very similar to the one from yesterday, also from Randy. Jeans. I'm gonna wear my blue Adidas specials and then my purse because I'm going out to the mall with my friend. I'm actually late, but it's fine because I don't even know if she's awake yet. Okay, I already have my lip liners and lip gloss in here. My AirPods are still in the case from downstairs because I had to take them out of this case, so they're still in my purse. So I'm just gonna put this in here so I can grab it on the way out. Walking up the mall. Me and my friend just had lunch and we're walking around the whole mall. I got this coffee from Gregory's and it was so good. It was in iced caramel latte. Look at the babies in there. So by the end it was literally just water flavored. Why are you telling me? I just got home. Didn't actually buy anything. Actually I did. I bought a one size powder and Auntie Aunt pretzels and coffee. My brother's girlfriend is over right now, and then a friend's gonna come over later. But anyways, I'm just gonna eat, and I'm gonna watch TV in the kitchen. Once they're done with their TV, I'm gonna watch the TV, and they're gonna play Warhammer. I just stayed in the kitchen watching YouTube, waiting for my brother's friend to arrive so I could let Bruno upstairs, because like Bruno gets very energetic when people come over, so he's always gonna bark, and it's always like a barking crying. But I brought him up and like tried to calm him down right before my brother's friend came over, and then all of a sudden my brother's friend opened the door and hi. Hello. Yeah, it was not great, so I stayed down with him because I didn't want to put him downstairs because he'd start crying, and I didn't want to put him outside because he'd also start crying. So I just sat with him in the living room with his leash on, and like every now and then I'd have to like get up and walk him around the house to like calm him down, because like every now and then he'd want to check up on them and start barking. I was doing my best not to bother my brother's friends, so I just genuinely would just like sit in different spots wherever Bruno would be calmest. And sort of to thank me, they ordered pizza and I got to have some while I was taking care of Bruno, which was like the only plus side of having to just sit on the floor for like 2 hours. They stayed playing Warhammer for quite a while, so I ended up grabbing my brand new Juicy Couture blanket, which is literally, I've been bringing this thing with me around my entire house to watch TV, and it's the most comfy thing I've ever done in my whole life. Hey guys, it's now almost 10. I was just watching Couch America. I low-key like zoned out for half of it. I need to pack though, because I definitely need to pack before tomorrow. So my mom just did my laundry. I'm just gonna go through it, and I'm gonna wear a tank top and probably sweatpants every day, because the thing is like we're not really doing anything. Like I'm going back to Florida in August to move my brother in, and I feel like that's more important because that's when I'll meet his roommate for the first time. I'll actually see people who could be his friends, and then I'm also going on vacation, and like that one's for longer, whereas this trip it's just like preview orientation. So I will meet people he'll be in school with, but like I don't really care enough. So like I need to look good, but like I don't need to like be like vacation-y, you know? I'm tired. I don't know how much sleep I have. My head hurts, my stomach hurts, my throat hurts, everything hurts. That's how it always is on travel days for me, which sucks because I travel a lot. But like I don't understand it either. I forgot to explain that the day we were traveling was also England versus Argentina, which is why I'm wearing the England jersey. So is my dad and brother. Everyone is way too peppy. They're all happy. Yeah, my stomach hurts, my head hurts. I'm literally sick. No, I hate traveling. As you can see, I'm not very much a morning person, and to make it worse, this was one of the worst planes I've ever been on because the legroom was terrible. I couldn't even fit my computer in front of me, and the guy in front of me was reclined, and I was just so like irritated because I couldn't do anything. And then all of a sudden I heard snoring somewhere, and I'm pretty sure like someone near me was snoring, and then I was like, you know what, let me just try and like get some schoolwork. I have 5 books to read for school this summer, and I have 2 of them in my bag. Let me read them. And then I fell asleep, and then I just like raw dogged the rest of the flight. We're renting a car to get to Gainesville. Well, that's good. It's 12 now. We flew into Gainesville, so the drive was only like an hour and a half. And honestly, like obviously I'm not really doing anything. I'm just sitting in the back. So it's really nice and like kind of peaceful because I have my music in too. But the first thing we did when we got to Gainesville was we headed to the sports bar so that we could watch the Argentina game, and also so we could eat because no one had eaten since breakfast, which shouldn't be a bad thing. I don't know. But we watched it, and we only watched the first half there. Game is a shit show. Argentina sucks. Okay, we're finally at the hotel. It's like, I didn't know this. We are on top of the UF Student Center or something. Anyways, it's too bad, so my brother's gonna sleep here, my friend's probably here. I'm gonna take the sofa bed because I hate people snoring, like not even just snoring, but like heavy breathing. And there's the door over there. Don't look at the FIFA. There's a door over there. So, and then there's another one over that separates like the living room. So that way I can ignore all their snores. But my dad's currently on my bed right now, which is why I'm over here alone. I'm also watching Telemundo because I don't have a Fox subscription, I don't think, or I don't know the password for it. So I'm watching on Peacock. But I'm freaking out. It's 0-0 and it's the most rigged game I've ever seen in my life. 13 fouls from Argentina and only 2 yellow cards. All day was just traveling, like plane in the morning. I still like feel that like plane feeling. I don't know if it's like a thing that other people experience or whether it's just me, but I still have that plane feeling. And on the plane it was so bad. It was really cramped. Oh my god. Did the unthinkable. Gordon, such an underrated player. I feel like no one talks about him. He's really good. Guys, I was so locked into that game. So I did struggle. It took me 15 minutes to get a single point across because then I also would end up starting talking about random jerseys I had back at home in New York. But anyways, what I was trying to say is that once the game was over, I was planning on editing a video that I've already posted, so you should go check it out. And then also working on writing. And then maybe if I felt like it, get some schoolwork done. Okay guys, I low-key locked in. So I finished sort of editing my England video of the going to the World Cup. I hopefully watched the video. If you haven't, go check it out. It's now 7:39. My brother went out with his friend. My parents went out to a Publix because they found out that they sell sushi there. So they're getting me sushi for dinner and I'm kind of hungry now, so chop. And I've also just been looking at, whilst I was exporting the video off CapCut, because that's what I edit on, I was looking at that photo over there. I'm pretty sure that that's the like stadium of like Gainesville, or of the UF stadium. I think like I love stadiums so much because I was thinking about this while I was editing, and I thought about it when I went to Taylor Swift at Wembley, because that stadium and Wembley are the same size roughly, and it's just really interesting to me how, like, it's so difficult to, like, visualize how many people are. Like I have 100 subscribers right now, which isn't big. I have that same amount of followers. I've doubled that on Instagram, almost that on TikTok, and like I feel like that's just like at this point in like social media's existence, like that's not a lot. But then like you go somewhere with 100 people and that's low-key a lot. Like my whole grade is 100 people, and I'm like, wait, that low-key is a lot. And so like that's why I love stadiums and like concerts and stuff, because like that helps you visualize it. Like being at Madison Square Garden and seeing 13,000 people, like that's a lot of people. Being at Wembley and seeing those 92,000 people, that's a lot of people. And like I guess that's here too. Like that's really, really cool. But imagine those like athletes, like the pressure, I guess, you'd feel like knowing that there's like that many people there to watch you. I got my sushi from the Publix, but before I talk about that, we're like comment on the Argentina game. England did lose, and I strongly believe that they shouldn't have, because I think the manager has some questionable decisions. I think the Argentina players were extremely just violent rather than actually playing the game, and I think some fouls happened and just didn't get consequences. But whatever. Anyways, the sushi was honestly, it wasn't bad. It just tasted a lot like Whole Foods sushi, really plus good. It was very sticky, so it kept on getting stuck to one another. I was watching Avengers because I'm watching Spider-Man Brand New Day when it comes out, and I like need to like get reminded of what goes on, so that's literally the only stuff I've been letting myself watch, with the occasional One Piece, of course. As well as sushi, I asked for cupcakes, and my mom got me a cake too, so we're gonna try that now. I have to say, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look good. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good. You know what? I had a little more. It's really good. This honestly might be one of the most boring days of my life. After I ate my food, I just went straight to bed, which was terrifying because there's a photo of a gator right on top of my head. So we're at the preview. Carrie's in a little small group. We just had a little family one. Was not paying attention. I was going through this, which has the schedule. It's an all-day thing. No one told me that. Today's day ends at 6, and tomorrow's day ends at 5. No one told me that. I have so much work to do, so I'm just gonna like sit here and start. I'm just gonna sit here and start my AP Spanish work because it was just posted. And actually, like, also we're in the same building as the hotel. Can I just go back to the hotel right now? Guys, I'm getting really, 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 really pissed off when I'm scrolling on my TikTok, because I'm seeing, obviously a lot of World Cup stuff. I've seen it, the whole World Cup, but a lot specifically what I'm seeing is obviously England losing. And even more specifically, it's how Argentina is just, obviously when I say Argentina, I'm not speaking about every single Argentinian person out there. I'm talking about, I'm gonna go lock the door. I'm talking about, if you follow soccer, you saw that after the game, Jude Bellingham hit one of the players, and it's because Jude is on Real Madrid. He's been living in Spain for a couple years. He speaks Spanish, but I feel like that's not common knowledge. He's an English guy. Usually English guys don't speak Spanish. And he said in an interview after that the guy came up to him and told him to go home, you clown, or something like that. And now Jude's gonna be the one getting in trouble because he hit the guy, which probably shouldn't have hit him. But the guy will get no consequences. Instead, there's a chance he wins the World Cup. It's a game. We lost the game. I didn't lose the game. We lost the game. And now 24 hours later, I'm so pissed because like they made it more than a game. Like I was still a little like sad about it, but I've just been like, okay, we got next 4 years. But like yesterday, like genuinely, you shouldn't have talked to me. Like I was really upset about it. But it's a game. They've made it more than a game, because now it's not just, oh, Argentina's a better playing team. It's, oh, Argentina is a scammer. It's rigged. And I'm never watching the World Cup again. I'm just kidding, because I will watch it again. Anyways, I'm gonna stop talking about soccer, football, whatever you want to call it, because I'm gonna What is that? I don't know. I really can't see far, and there's either a spider on the wall or a hole in the wall. Wait, oh wait, I went the wrong way. That, I think that's a hole. Yeah, it is a hole. Anyways, I did get lunch before I came here. I went to Starbucks, and I literally so mad because I got a chocolate croissant, and that's only like $4, I'd say. But I had a voucher for like $12, that the UF gave us. And I was like, okay, I'll use this, but I don't want, but you can only use it one swipe. So I was like, let me get a drink too, so that like I use up the money. And it ends up to be $10. I'm about to pay, and she goes, oh, we don't accept those. Okay. So I gave it to my parents so they can get dessert or something. But this is the drink I got. It's a tall s'mores frappuccino. And it's low-key good. My parents came back a few times later, like in between meetings and stuff, but basically I was just sipping my frappuccino and watching YouTube. I did take a break to write for a little bit and then a little bit to do a couple questions for Spanish, but it was basically just YouTube. Okay, now I've logged in. I got, honestly, not a lot done, but I did what I should. Once again, I did short story long. And so basically what I was just saying is, so I was working on my writing. If you've seen my YouTube shorts, you know that I really want to write a novel. I wanted to write a book, a story, something like that since like literally 3rd grade. And I've had a lot of projects that I've worked on, but none of them I've actually really enjoyed. But I had a new idea, so I was working on character development. And now it's like a couple weeks later that I'm editing this. And I actually already finished the 1st chapter, and I think this is like actually one of the ones I'm excited to finish. At the time, I was basically just scrolling on Pinterest too, so this is the board I had then. It's much more developmental. Around 5 or 6, I think is when all the meetings were done for like everyone, like my parents and my brother. So we decided to go out to dinner, and when we were there, I got a pizza. It was like one of those like 4-slice pizzas, but I only had 3 slices. And after that, my brother had somewhere to go. I think he was playing basketball with some random people he met or something like that. But we dropped him off, and then me and my parents were like, let's stay close in case he wants to leave, and then whatever. So we went to this like swamp or something, but I just seen a TikTok like a few days earlier of someone getting like attacked and I'm pretty sure killed by an alligator. And there were apparently alligators here, so I was low-key freaking out. But then I can't remember why we ended up going to a Publix. I have my hair in a ponytail, or it's technically a bun, but it has a rat tail, but I hate those, so I'm just calling it a ponytail. Just like, you know, ice cold water. And I'm just gonna work on the Pinterest board again. It's 9. So I think this is all I'm gonna do today. I'm just working on the Pinterest board because I would like to get it done today. Because if I get it done today, then I don't have to do it tomorrow. Good morning. I literally, and the thing about summer that I don't like is I don't know what day of the week it is. Like, I just woke up and I was like, okay, so the first clip I'm gonna need to film is say, okay, so now it's Thursday. And then I was like, wait, is it Thursday? And I'm pretty sure it's Friday, actually. I don't really know how I make that kind of mistake. But, so my whole family's gone. They went to breakfast probably. No, I think they already started meetings. I don't know if they're having, I don't actually care. I don't really eat breakfast, so I am in the hotel, and I'm gonna be in the hotel all day. Yay. Okay, so my parents came up, and then they just went back down because apparently there's like a tour of like the food or something like that. But I am not going on a food tour because it's apparently like 40 minutes. So instead, I'm just gonna sit here and watch some YouTube, honestly. And they're gonna call me when they leave the building. So then I'll just join them. I need to put my shoes on so that like I can go, because I also don't know where they are, and I like really get lost easily. So I don't know if I'm do well. We went out for lunch. I still wasn't hungry, so I just had a slice of pizza. It was at this other hall too, which I didn't like. It had good food, sure, and like it had brownies that I kind of wanted, but I just wasn't really hungry for it. But it was like buffet style, so you go and you pay $13 and you can eat however much of whatever you want. But what I don't like about it is like I couldn't figure out like how it worked. Like I don't know how, like obviously it's a buffet, but it's just like I couldn't, like I felt too awkward going around to each station, looking at what food they had, checking out like do you have to grab it yourself or do you ask someone to get it for you? Like, I was just like, I'd rather just, I don't know. I like it better at like Starbucks, where you just say like, can I get a chocolate croissant and a s'more frappuccino, and then they give you what you asked for. For those of you who don't know, I'm going into my junior year of high school, which is constantly nicknamed Hell Year because the academics are just so difficult and so important. I already have so much summer work, like I genuinely don't even know if I can finish it all. So I decided to like get started on some, but also the issue is my work ethic because I may or may not have started watching YouTube and playing Roblox. I just want to sleep. I just want to take a nap. A quick little nap. It's 4:30. I want to take a quick little nap. But no, this rain is so loud. Guys, it's literally like from the entire curtain is all just glass window. And I want to sleep. My nap was basically me just sitting there with my eyes closed for like an hour, but then we went out to dinner. I got Sonic Burger. I've never had Sonic before, and it low-key was like not really good at all. It tasted like plastic. The bun tasted like plastic, the meat tasted like plastic, and the cheese tasted like plastic. But also I feel like the Sonic at a college camp is probably not the best judge of character for the restaurant. Also, the place you just saw was the UF bookstore. We went there so my mom could get something for our license plate. But when we got back to the hotel, I was done with work, so I was just watching YouTube and then eventually got ready for bed. And that's the end of the video. Come back if you enjoyed and see the rest of the week. And bye!